Good morning, dear students. This is your science teacher, and today I am going to teach you science IIT. You know, uh, we are we will continue with our fifth chapter of science IIT, that is the electricity and circuit. In this chapter, we discussed on the different types of circuit and electricity. Now, today we discussed on the new topic of this chapter, that is electricity serves us in three ways. Means the electricity serves us when we get electricity. So we are using in our homes in three ways. Which three ways? We are using electricity for the lightning through the tube light or the bulb, and second effect, uh, we are using for the heating, like geysers, sprays, and for the sprays means I mean iron, and geysers, heaters, ovens. These are the heating, for the heating purpose we use. And the another purpose is the magnetic effect. We are using to create the magnetic effect. Magnetic effect means the water motor, the water pump, and different types of motors which are which are moving on the basis of magnetic effect of electric current. So these three types of current we discussed. So first type of first type of effect is lightning effect of electric current. First we discuss lightning effect of electricity. Means the electric current flows and it gives use for the producing light. Okay. And second one, he, heating effect of electric current. Means here electricity is used to produce the heat. Okay, like for the ovens, heaters, geyser, toasters. Okay, and the last one effect or last one use of electricity is magnetic effect of electric current. Means it produce it is used uh, for the running of electric motors on the basis of magnetism. Okay, so we are starting from the, so we understand that three types of electric effect are there. First one is lighting effect, second heating, and third one is magnetic effect. Okay, so we are starting from the lightning effect. We know that electricity is a the most common use of electricity are lighting our house, office, factories. Okay, and for the heating as well as for cooling purposes is used. Electricity is also used for the heating as well as cooling, like in AC or in heaters. Okay, they are in one more way except lighting effect, lighting effect or heating effect. Another way that for the electricity serves us, this is the magnetic effect. Which effect? The magnetic effect. So electricity that help in running our motors, machine. It here electricity is used on the basis of magnetic effect. Okay, when an electric current passes through a conductor, it produces many effects. So we discussed three effects are there: lightning effect, heating effect, and magnetic effect. So let's discuss. First one is lighting effect of electric current. You read that when the electric current is passed through a bulb in our homes, we see that when electric current is passed through the electric bulb or the uh, the filament which is present in the bulb, a thin wire is present. It uh, it glows, and also it produces heat, and this glow emits light. When this glow, it emits lights, and this light we use to see the objects. Okay, so A common example for the lighting purpose we use our homes is a fluorescent tubes. Fluorescent tubes means, a simple example of fluorescent tube is tube light. Tube light is a kind of fluorescent tube. Okay, this is used for the tube light or fluorescent tube is used for the lightning purpose. And this fluorescent tube do not have any metallic wire like our common bulb. Our example of common bulb. In this bulb, we have a filament wire. But in the fluorescent tube, fluorescent tube means here this shows a CFL. CFL means compact fluorescent light. It is also an example of fluorescent tube. It is a modified form of tube light. Okay, with less consumption of electricity and producing more light. Okay, so in these type of fluorescent tube or our tube light or CFL, there no any fluorescent we can't use and do not have any filament wire in these type of tubes. Okay, this tube, uh, how there is a question raised, how the CFL or the tube light glows. These glows because of a gas is filled in these tube. A gas is filled in in these tubes. This gas is mercury vapor. We know that what is mercury? Mercury is a metal. Okay, so here a gas is used for the glowing. This gas is mercury vapor. Under a low pressure it filled in the tubes. Okay, when the gas, this gas in the presence of electricity emits ultraviolet rays. This gas emits ultraviolet rays. These ultraviolet rays hit the hit a material which filled or which coated on the inner wall of the tube. You see the white material is coated on the tube in the inner wall. Okay, in the inner wall a fluorescent material. This is a fluorescent material which coated inside the tube. So these ultraviolet which produce from the mercury vapor, these hit the fluorescent material coated on the inside of the tube. As a result, this fluorescent material which coated inside the wall are gives light. These produce light, and this light uh, give out for us. Okay, so here a compact. So I think it is clear that how CFL or fluorescent tube are producing light. Compact fluorescent lamp, I already told you that CFL, compact fluorescent lamp, is a modified fluorescent tube. Means it is a modified tube light. Okay, that emit more light with very less consumption of electrical energy. Okay, then come to the next effects of electricity, that is heating effect of electric current. So I already told you that when electric current flows through a conductor, uh, when it flows through a conductor, heat is produced by this conductor. Heat is produced, and when the current is larger, when the current is larger, then the heat is also greater produced. Okay, this change of electrical energy into heat energy, when electricity passes through a conductor, it produces heat. This producing heat, this conversion of electrical energy into heat energy is called heating effect of electric current. This change of electrical energy into heat energy is called heating effect of electric current. So let's see the application of heating effects of electric current in our daily life. Okay, we use our homes. What we use? Heaters we use for the cooking or for the many purpose. Geysers we use to warm the water. Toasters we use ovens we use, and other electrical devices which work on the electric heating effect of the electric current. Many other devices we use. Okay, and these devices have tightly bound. In these devices, when we try to see after open uh, these devices, that on the basis of which material they work. So what we found? We found that a tightly bound coil is present in it, and this coil is called heating element. A tightly bound uh, wire coil is called heating element. And you also see in many devices, you see that heating element in our heaters at home, and in our geysers. You see in the geysers, in the geyser we are not see the heating element because these are coated with a material. So we are not see. When you break this material in geyser, you see the coil of wire is present. A coil of heating element is present. These wire, or this coil which made up of the wire, this wire is made of an alloy. Means it is not a metal. It is made up of two or more metals. Okay, so this element produce heat when current passing through it. Okay, so the amount of heat that electrical appliances can produce depend the amount of they can they want to say that electric device which we use for the heating purpose, this produce heat. So the amount of producing heat is depend upon the different factors. So these are the factors on which depend it how much heat is produced. Means material of the element, which type of material we use as a heating element, it affects the heating produced. If you use a good if you use a uh, lower quality heating element, that produce low heat. And on the other hand, if we use the uh, good quality material for the heating element, this produce high heating. Okay, more heat. And second factor, length of the element. The element, how much length we use, so it affect the heating effect. It will also affect the how much heat is produced. Okay, thickness of wire. Thickness of element means thickness of wire for the which we use for the making coil in the devices. So if the wire is thick, then it produces more heat. On the other hand, if the wire is thin or element is thin, then the producing heat is less. And the next factor, strength of current. The strength of current is affect the quantity of heat. If the current passing through the electric circuit is high, then the heat produced level is also high. If the current is uh, passed through it in very less quantity or in low voltage, so the heating effect is also low. Okay, and the last factor is duration of which electric current is passed through the circuit. It means the the time of current passing is also affect the level or the amount of heating produced. If current of high voltage is passed for a long time, then the heating effect is also high. Or when you are uh, lowest low voltage light is passing for the more time, then it is also affect the level of heating producing. Okay, so in this topic we will see the some examples like electric bulb, electric fuse, and types of fuse. Okay, that is fuse, MCB, that examples we will see tomorrow, because it is sufficient for today. Okay, so we will continue from tomorrow. I hope you will understand. If you have any doubt, you can ask.